Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Old Bridge Township Council. We're going to start this evening by doing our awards. We're so proud of everyone who participated, and what a wonderful, really wonderful event it was. So thank you all for being here this evening, and I'm going to turn it over to the mayor and to Matt and Anna, if everyone would like to come up, and the mayor will start the presentations. Can't. Okay.
Madam Mayor, before you get started, I think we should let everybody know that the meeting has not convened yet. We don't have a quorum, so we can't convene the meeting, but we didn't want to hold the awards up for that reason. So we're going to go with the awards, and then when we have a quorum, start our public
Business.
meeting.
Yeah, we'll conduct business. This is purely just a wonderful occasion for everyone. So, Mayor, go right ahead and
We don't want to
begin.
hold everyone up. Good evening. This, as Councilwoman Sohor said, this was a wonderful event, the Special Olympics. We go every year. Earlier this month, Special Olympics New Jersey hosted its Summer Games at the College of New Jersey and welcomed over 2,000 athletes plus coaches, officials, and volunteers. The Summer Games offer 7 different sports. The mission of the Special Olympics New Jersey is to provide year-round training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities by giving them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participate in a sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families and other Special Olympic athletes and the community. In just a few minutes, we will recognize some of our wonderful Old Bridge Robin track and field and swimming programs. Each program has offered weeks of training and skill development to get each athlete ready to participate in the Summer Games. Here today are the athletes who advanced to the state game level. I would like to introduce Karen Lewicki, Special Olympic County Coordinator for Middlesex and Union Counties, who will call up the athletes to be presented with their certificates. I want to thank Karen for all she does. She's a volunteer, and she's been doing this for how many years, Karen? 40.
Just say it. And she's only 39.
We have a very large group of swimmers, but the swimmers aren't all here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and announce everyone who's not here, and then I'll bring up the people that are here. So participating in this year's 2025 Summer Games in 25 free, 25 back, some breaststrokes, some freestyle, some butterfly. They've done it all from 25, which is 1 lap, to 400, which is 16 laps. Our athletes train starting in January once a week, and they really are doing a beautiful job. So without further ado, our athletes that are not here tonight: Sarah Engelhart, Andrew Engelhart, Tyler Engelhart. Thank you. I'm going to stop last names. Rose G, Paul P, Christina P, Tyler R, Isabella S, Sam V, Connor B, Finn E, Dominic V, Mark Z. You wanted them all right. Joey M, Brandon L. Some of these athletes aren't here right now, too, because they're on the summer YMCA team, so it's nice to see them integrated with their peers. Sean E. and Simone B. And I'd like to call the following athletes up. Shreyas. Shreyas, come on up, bud. Shreyas, come on up. Matt, you want to just go get him? Michael Air. Kareem. Scott. And Rohan. Oh, I'd also like to recognize Matt and Yusuf. They came to our summer games and helped coach during summer games. I know, just hold, that's Rohan's. Yeah, Rohan didn't take it. Where's Yusuf? Yusuf. We'll get it. No, this is track and field.
Yeah, take
Okay. No, you can help. And now for track and field.
How's that?
No, I'll hand them to you so you can shake their hands.
Okay.
Track and field participated in some of the following events: 50 meter, 100 meter, 400 meter, 4x100 relay. I think I got them all. 400 meter. Okay, Corey.
We know we got the right person.
Yeah. Track is our fast people, so. Just wait. Victoria. Stephanie. Bobby. Imaj. Rose. Kyle. Sal. Bradley. And coaches, Justin. Oh, Hillary. Claudia and Joe. And not here tonight is Coach Sammy, athlete Nathan, Dylan, and Jazz Paul. Claudia, these are the people that are not here. These are the coaches?
And Karen Lewicki, coach. Jamie Lynn Little, she's not here. Cassidy Mulligan, not here. Paige. Ella. Wait, come back. We're going to take a picture of all of you. Stay. William. No? Matt. Oh. Yusuf.
Guys, are you good for time? I would just like to thank everybody, especially the council. A lot of areas don't have what we have here in Old Bridge, so we're very, very fortunate to have the track kind of available to us because we have to share it with the high school and having the Y. So we just want to thank everybody here too for being so supportive of everybody during our season. So thank you very much.
I once again want to thank Karen for all she does, as well as the coaches, because without you, none of this would be possible, and the parents who drive your children. Thank you. This is a wonderful, wonderful program.
So proud of all of you.
Okay, you guys are free to leave, because we're going to have our council meeting. I know you don't want to stay for that. We're going to take a few minutes
Yep,
break.
Yep, we're going to take a minute break, and congratulations again to everyone, athletes, coaches, and family. It's just Old Bridge proud. We're all so proud of all of you. Congratulations. You have a great night and a wonderful summer. And Karen, thank you again for all you do and all the coaches. We're going to take a couple of minutes. We'll let everybody leave and
Stay cool.
Yeah, stay comfy.
As soon as Councilman Desai takes the dais, we will start the meeting.
God.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the township on January 14, 2025. It has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be held on Tuesday, July 15, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. Go ahead, you can-
Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the June 2024 Old Bridge Township Council meeting. 2025, my goodness. I'm an old lady here, boy, showing, no. But anyway, welcome everyone. And we'll start with our Pledge of Allegiance. We'll do a prayer. We'll do a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As customary in this chamber, we stand for a moment of silence to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad, especially this evening. We'd like to thank all our first responders, all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. And this evening, the mayor would like to recognize someone as well.
It is with deep sadness that I must inform you of the unexpected passing of one of our police officers, Officer Andrew Paterick, badge number 291. Officer Paterick served this department and our community with honor and dedication for the past 2.5 years. Though his time with us was brief, he made a lasting impact through his professionalism, compassion, and unwavering commitment to public service. Flags will be lowered at half-mast in honor and memory of Officer Paterick. Please join me for a moment of silence in Officer Paterick's honor, and please remember his family.
Mr. Garcia, our prayer.
Prayer for the council. O Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve thee in the chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear thy voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. And grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you.
Let the record reflect that Councilman Asatuli is absent. Councilwoman DeCaro.
Here.
Let the record reflect that Councilman De Palma is absent. Councilman Desai.
Yeah.
Councilman Garcia.
Yeah.
Let the record reflect that Councilman Murphy is absent. Let the record reflect that Councilman Pasquini is absent. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Present.
And Council President Sohar.
Here. Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the meeting. Do you want? Okay. All right, so. Okay, great. Okay, we're going to start with the presentation this evening, automatic slide load ASL curbside recycling service. Good evening. We have our mayor, our business administrator, and our public works director.
Hello, everyone. I come with some exciting news. The county has decided to upgrade their recycling program, and that's, I believe, is going to benefit the residents of Old Bridge. So the big change that residents are going to see within the coming weeks is we're going to go from the traditional 20-gallon recycling cans to a 95-gallon tote, they call them, with the lids and the wheels, like most garbage cans that residents have. I think it's going to be a really beneficial improvement for the residents, because some of our biggest complaints we get are we can't have a lid. It's too small. I need 5 garbage cans to handle all my recycling. So the tote obviously comes with the lid, has the wheels for easy transport. So I just wanted to meet with everybody, let everybody know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on social media about whether it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent, but I think it's just better to hear it from the Public Works Department, and we'll go from there. So it's quick, it's short, it's like 3 slides. Sometimes shorter is better. So, I basically explained, it's going to be automatic side load service. The service is going to start August 4th. The cans are going to be delivered mid-July. The date still hasn't been 100% set because with the heat and all the rain they've been getting, they're delivering a brand new garbage can to every resident in Middlesex County. So we're on the schedule for mid-July. They were ahead of schedule. Then we had the rain last week. That slowed them down. Now with the intense heat this week, they're going to be slowed down. But they guarantee that everybody will have their new recycling tote before August 4th, which is when the program takes effect. So we encourage residents to use the tote, but they can't actually put it out to the curb until August 4th. That's a Monday, so that's Ward 1. They receive the recycling, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as the regular route carries through. As far as your old recycling cans, I have a nice piece of property. I'm going to keep mine, and I'm going to use them for some yard work and stuff like that. If you don't have the space or don't have the need, the only time they're going to accept that rigid plastic is the beginning. You could put your original recycling barrels inside it, and then when it goes to the recycling facility, they'll sort it out there and then properly recycle that. I think my neighbors already asked me if I wanted theirs. Do the Old Bridge thing and just see if anybody wants to use it before we just throw them away. But I think that's a really nice gesture that we're able to keep those, and I'm gonna still put them to good use. The county has told us that the dates are not going to change. So if you're a Monday collection, it's going to remain Monday. Tuesday is going to remain Tuesday. I believe them, but with the new service, there might be one person on the outskirts of the ward that gets a little bit different date, but as of right now, they're telling everybody that everything's going to remain the same. If you do have any issues and all of a sudden you're not getting picked up, feel free to contact the Public Works Department right away. We'll be in touch with the county and just to make sure that everybody has accurate information. Currently, when we say Ward 1, they still expand a little bit, and they already pick up Ward 2 a little, in that Monday schedule so far. So just be patient with us. The first month, I think, is going to be, some growing pains and learning the new system, but it's basically the same. It's just a different garbage can. Everything can go in the same can. There's no sorting. Once the news broke, we sent the mailers out. We got a bunch of calls. How do we sort this? Like, they stopped sorting the recycling in 2014. So, it's going to remain single stream. We're still collecting the glass, the cardboard, the paper, the plastics, 1, 2s, and 5s. So, we talk about the present. They did switch to single stream in 2014, like I mentioned. Prior to that, it was dual stream, so you had to separate your paper and your cans and bottles. That was a decision made by the county because they could collect the material faster, and then they have sorting facilities that, they make sure everything's going in the right, locations. Our current bins are 20 gallons. You can have a bin up to 32 gallons. So the new bins are 95 gallons. So basically they're 5 times bigger. So we got a lot of calls from residents. It's not going to be big enough. Our first question was, well, how many recycling cans do you use? Well, I use 2. So we'll guarantee you that your 2 cans are going to fit in there. And the county's really going to be strict about the number of cans that the residents can have. Based on their analysis, 1 can should be good for every home. And in a minute, I'll talk about some improvements to the recycling center that I think are going to help out with the cardboard situation. Our next slide is a standard paper that we give to all the new residents, and it's on our website. It basically just talks about the do's and don'ts with recycling. What we do collect and what you should not put in the recycling bin. The items we do collect: plastic, mixed paper, cans, cardboard, and glass. The don'ts, I don't think it's intentional. I think it's wishful recycling when somebody puts something in the recycling can that they're not supposed to. The pizza boxes, a lot of people don't understand, but the oil on the boxes actually contaminates the recycling, and then they have to throw a lot of it away. Defeats the purpose of recycling. tanglers, that's like one of the biggest things the county talks about. Christmas lights, extension cords. I know you want to recycle them and they're metal and they have copper wire and all that. They tangle up the machines and it's a really big problem. So if you have anything like that, you could bring that to recycling center and put it in the metal bin. Syringes, that's one of our biggest questions we get. So obviously, there's health concerns with syringes. We've been in touch with the hospital. They do take some syringes. I've been told certain pharmacies will accept syringes. If that's not an option for you, what the county has asked for us to tell the residents, if you have like a heavy-duty plastic, like a laundry detergent, container, cap the needles and then put them inside, seal it, and then put a little tape around the top so the people sorting would recognize that, and then they would take extra precaution with the syringes. Food products like a Starbucks cup or any of those like fast service cups, I know you want to recycle them. They're plastic, but they're not accepted. So just try to be mindful of that. This is just a really quick overview of what we actually do, but if you go on the Public Works website, there's a lot of really good information. If not, you can call, Barbara and Don in the office or, full of information. So that basically completes, my presentation, but there were a couple questions. So I mentioned that we were going to talk about some expansions to the recycling center. Cardboard, unfortunately, was taken out of the recycling center a few years back, and, I understand why the decision was made, but that's all the residents. That's one of our biggest questions we get. When can we get cardboard back? Holiday season, you get all these presents and stuff. People want to, recycle it. So working with administration, we had some grant money and we got creative. We actually purchased our own triaxle roll-off, so like a dumpster truck. And the truck is here. That's the big hurdle to actually get the piece of equipment, because sometimes when you order it, it could take up to 2 years to receive the equipment. But we were able to get the truck. The dumpsters are on order, and we expect to have cardboard drop-off return by August 4th. So whether it's going to be 12 months a year. So if you have a party in the middle of the summer, you have extra cardboard, you'll be able to bring it, and we're really excited about that. I think that's a good service. Oh, my wife. Oh, I could fill a dumpster myself. Yeah, absolutely. So, and what our plan is, as we grow, we're going to start handling our own scrap metal, concrete. These are all services that we currently contract out, but we're going to grow it, and then we'll be able to handle that work in-house now that we have the proper equipment. So we're really excited about that. Surprisingly, we had a lot of residents call and say they wanted to refuse the new can, that they don't recycle. It's a state law. You can't refuse the can. I think it's whether you fill it or not, you need to take the can. The county does send inspectors out. I've never witnessed them fine anybody, but they do. Knock on the door, let the resident know that you have an influx of cardboard in your garbage can, you need to start recycling, and then they'll make a return visit within a few weeks just to see how the residents are doing. And based on what the county's told me, usually after they inform the resident, they have a good turnaround. And to my knowledge, nobody's ever been fined in Old Bridge. One of the major aspects, and I know I talked about it already, is having the lid on the recycling can. It seems every recycling week is windy. So, we get calls, the recycling's blowing down the road. With the new heavier duty cans with the lid, I think that's going to, reduce a lot of that, especially on the side roads. People are driving fast and the cans are all over the place. And then now we have to dispatch crews to clean that mess up. So I think there's a lot of really good aspects to this new program. And last but not least, East Brunswick actually switched to this last year. They said after the first month, the residents, they got used to it and they love it. So I'm sure that'll carry right over to Old Bridge. Yeah, if you have a long driveway, you got the wheels now, you just wheel it right down. So I think, if everybody keeps an open mind, there's a lot of pros to this system opposed to the old 20-gallon garbage cans. Perfect. Yeah,
I have a long driveway, and I have to use a hand truck, and it's really hard to balance the 3 containers and get them out there. So I'm actually looking forward to it. And like Casey said, there's garbage all over the road on recycling day if it's windy, so this should cut down on that as well.
Council, does anyone have any questions?
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify something you said in the beginning about the old cans can go in the new can. Did you say that that was just initially, or can that be anytime they want? Like if they decide they don't want the can anymore, can it be anytime?
So I believe it's just initially. So after like the first couple recycling cycles, if you decide next year you don't want it, I would just put that in your regular garbage can, and then they'll dispose of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
the rigid plastic, there's not really a big secondary market for it, so a lot of that ends up in the landfill anyways.
Okay, so if they decide they want to keep it, and then a year from now, just advise them to put it in the regular garbage, not the recycle?
Correct.
Okay.
If your can gets cracked or run over, you get a new can, we tell the residents to put the broken can in your regular garbage.
Got it. Thank you, Casey.
You see, so large cardboard, which cannot fit in this big thing, can put on the side.
No, everything at the curb needs to be in the can now.
So you have to cut the board and put the pieces in it.
Or when we start the cardboard program at the recycling center in August, you could just bring it here during the business
Okay.
hours. Yep. Which is one of the biggest reasons that we did this,
Today
because,
I have large boxes outside.
yeah.
Yeah. It might take a couple extra minutes to cut it up and get it in
Crushed
there.
and put it.
Yeah, absolutely.
When, just very quickly, just wanted to add, this has been, the county advised us of this probably almost 6 months ago, around the time that they were doing all their contracts and things like that. So the idea of the cardboard coming back to our recycling center has been in the works for before that. So it kind of worked out perfectly in the timing of it, because as Councilman Desai mentioned, if you do have a big piece of cardboard and you're trying to cut it up and things like that, you won't even have to worry about that. Most people like coming to the recycling center, so they get rid of those faster, because if recycling comes today and now I have to wait 2 more weeks and I have all these boxes, I don't have to wait 2 weeks. I could just go right there on a Saturday. So that was a big thing, and I'm excited that it's going to come back at the same exact time. And I want to thank Casey and Barbara Grippy, our recycling coordinator, because they have been on top of this switch. They got very proactive with it, sending out those postcards to everybody, posting on our social media, on their Facebook page, on our website, trying to provide as much education on this as they could. And again, growing pains will probably happen in the first month. We did get good feedback from East Brunswick, so I think that we have the right recycling team here that's going to help residents get adjusted to this.
Anybody else? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Right now, you cannot dump a shredded paper.
Correct.
So what will happen now?
That's the same.
We,
Yeah, when I talked about like the tanglers and stuff like that, that's the same thing with the shredded paper at the facility that sorts it. That jams up the machines. So if you shred your important documents, they still require you to throw that in your regular garbage.
okay.
Yes, Casey, do you find any issues with people, or heard of anything of people just throwing garbage in these things? Because right now it's not being monitored. So now you have an opportunity for people, because people will be people and they'll throw garbage in there. Is there an issue with that you know of?
Well, that was one of our biggest questions, and everybody in the county is switching to this. So all the recycling coordinators, they were all brainstorming and asking these questions. So what the county has told us, that the contractor is required to have a camera on the can when it dumps. So if they see an influx of garbage, they note that, and then they'll contact the county and let them know. Obviously, the operator's not going to jump up in the truck. That would be a safety concern. But if they see, household garbage or something like that, bowling balls, apparently. There's a lot of people try to recycle bowling balls, and they have a whole stack of them at the facility that sorts this stuff. They would notify the county, and they would send either a letter or an inspector would stop and say, we really need you to be a little bit more mindful.
Yeah, I just find it an opportunity for people to throw their garbage. I mean, like when I say garbage, bricks and stuff like that.
Yeah. So again, it's just household recyclables, but bricks, concrete, anything like that, we actually accept that in the recycling center. So, they're not sure. They think they're doing the right thing. They don't fully understand it. But again, if you contact Public Works, Barbara and Donna will help you out and give you the right answer.
Okay, I just want to stress one thing. First of all, thank you for the great presentation. I'm so glad that this administrator is out ahead of things rather than, as it comes down. But also, I want to just say to the public, if you have a question about this, call the recycling. Don't be on Facebook listening to what people are saying that's negative or what problems. If you have something, a legitimate question, call them. They're more than willing to talk to you and get it straight, because this Facebook stuff is just junk. So, that should be recycled. But that being said, anybody who has a problem, they're all here, they're all available to you to answer any question you have. Thank you again. This was a very good presentation.
Thank you so much.
Very appreciated. Okay, next we'll have our public hearing, H1, resolution granting application for plenary retail consumption license for Sarthy Corporation, license number 1209-33-019-007 for the 2025-2026 license term with conditions. Good evening.
So I just want to make note for the record that one of the conditions on this license is that they maintain digital surveillance for 7 days' worth of recordings. The location has currently been providing, keeping up with that requirement year after year as we continue with the restriction on the license. So the police department has recommended that we go ahead and renew this license with the conditions attached.
Okay. Is there any council person who has a question? Okay, I will ask for a motion to open it to the public.
Move it.
Do I have a second? Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Mrs. DeCaro. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard in reference to this license? Seeing no hands, I will ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Mr. Garcia.
See it. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Okay, so then just a motion to approve.
Yep, we need a motion to approve.
Can we get a motion and a second to approve? Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Next will be H2, resolution granting application for, I'm sorry? Oh, yes, yes, that's right. Okay. Next is H2, resolution granting application for plenary retail consumption license renewal for Red Zebra LLC, license number 120-33-009-003 for the 2025-2026 license term with conditions. Good evening.
Madam President, it was 1209, you skipped the 9.
Oh, I did?
Just so the record's clear.
Yes, no,
Sir,
absolutely.
can we have your name for the record, please?
So the other gentleman, Saul Lita, I believe, is the owner of the license.
Yes,
So if he could please
yeah.
step up. Can you just put your name on the record for me? Speak into the mic. Just press the button. Press the button. Okay. So the restrictions on this license are continued active use of the digital surveillance system from inside the bar and the exterior parking lots, deferred maintenance as outlined by the health department and must be abated and must be must abide by all regulations of Chapter 27 sanitation in retail food establishments and food and beverage vending machines dated January 2nd, 2007. So this applicant has been maintaining all these conditions, and the recommendation of the police department is to go ahead and renew this license.
Okay. Does the council have any concerns? Okay, I would like to ask for a motion to open to the public.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mrs. DeCaro.
Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
We are now open to the public.
All right, anyone in the public wish to be heard on this particular license? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes. Now I'd like to ask for a motion
To approve.
to approve.
Move it.
Moved by Councilwoman DeCaro. I need a second, please.
Second.
Second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a good summer.
evening.
Good night.
H3, resolution granting application for plenary retail consumption license renewal for Grillstone LLC. License number 1209-33-005-019 for the 2025-2026 license term with conditions. Good evening.
Sir, if you could just put your name out for the record.
Please.
Murali Kusam.
I'm sorry?
Murali
Murali.
Kusam.
Okay. Okay, this license has conditions which include the continued use of the digital surveillance, no go-go dancing at the location, and the license must contact the health department and code enforcement for certificates of occupancy, continued certificates of occupancy. This license has met all of its conditions, and the police department has recommended that we renew this license at this time.
Okay, does any council person have a question? Okay, I'll need a motion to open to the public.
Move it.
Okay, so Mr. Desai is there too. Okay,
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilwoman DeCaro. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
yes.
Does anyone wish to be heard on this
Anyone
matter?
in the public wish to be heard on this license? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes, now I'd like a motion to accept.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Have a good evening. H4, resolution granting application for plenary retail consumption license renewal for Sideline Lounge Incorporated. License number 1209-33-004-002 for the 2025-2026 license term with conditions. Good evening.
So this gentleman is here on behalf of the license owner, Mr. Freda. If you could just state your name for us, please.
Michael Freda.
Okay, this license conditions include on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 p.m. to closing. The licensee will have someone on duty at the door to check IDs. and that the parking lot be patrolled to make sure that people are not gathering in the parking lots. This license has been in compliance with these conditions, and at this time, the police department has agreed to renew, has made the recommendation to renew their license.
Is there anyone on the council who has a question or a concern? I'll ask for a motion to open to the public.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Councilwoman.
Council Vice
Greenberg,
President
yeah.
Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard on this license? Seeing no hands, I will ask for a motion to close the public.
Move it.
Second.
I think I got Councilman Desai down there on the motion, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman DePalma, I'm sorry, Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes, public portion is closed. I'd like a motion now to accept.
Move it.
Second.
Okay.
Moved by Councilwoman DeCaro, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. H5, resolution granting application for plenary retail consumption license for Red's Tavern Corporation. License 1209-33-035-009 for the 2025-2026 license term with conditions. Good evening.
If you could just put your name on the record for me, please.
Nicole Olin.
Nicole Olin. Okay, this license conditions include license holder must have security on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 p.m. to closing for the purpose of checking IDs. License holder must have security on Friday and Saturday nights to monitor the activity in the parking lot. And thirdly, license holder must have video surveillance of the parking lot with the capability of storing such videos for a period of 7 days. This license has been in compliance. This is a new transfer that just happened at the beginning of the year. So, and the recommendation from the police department at this time is to renew this license.
Okay, thank you. Any concerns or questions from council? Okay, I'll ask for a motion to open to the public.
Move it.
Second.
Motion by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes, it's now open to the public. Anyone in the public wish to be heard on this particular license? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes. Okay, now I'll ask for a motion to accept.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, have a good evening. Thank you. Next will be bill list, Mr. Garcia.
Bill list as of June 24, 2025. Accounts payable, June 24, 2025, $13,657,254.38. Payroll, June 6, 2025, $1,319,606.05. Payroll overtime, June 6, 2025, $57,164.92. Payroll, June 18, 2025, $1,345,030.63. Payroll overtime, June 18, 2025, $773.75. And that completes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Anna, can we have a breakdown, please, of the overtime for the two pay periods?
Yes. For the June 6th pay period, our major uptick in overtime was due to the Memorial Day parade for our recreation special events overtime. The police overtime for that pay period, was $41,359.42. Deduct grants, $9,529.72. Deduct ETO, $6,659.57, for a total of $25,170.13. Again, this pay period also included the overtime for our officers at the Memorial Day Parade. The overtime for the June 20th payroll had also an uptick due to the elections, and the police overtime for that payroll was $28,665.06. Deduct $6,075.02. Deduct $6,588.45 for a total of $16,001.59. We have 2 officers on light duty and 2 officers on injured on duty.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
The list is approved.
Okay. FR1, ordinance of the Township of Old Bridge amending Chapter 235 of the Code of the Township of Old Bridge entitled, quote, Housing, by rescinding Article 2 entitled Affordable Housing and replacing with a new Article 2 entitled Lead-Based Paint Hazards and Abatement. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Public hearing set for July 15th, 2025.
Okay, ordinance for second reading, H1, ordinance amending the code of the Township of Old Bridge, specifically Article 8, Daycare Program, Section 160-30, fees for before and after daycare program. Good evening, how are you tonight?
Thank you, Mayor and Council, for having me tonight. Obviously, when I come up here to raise fees, it's not the happiest time to be up here. But so as you can see from where our current ordinance ended, we scaled out from 2020 to 2024 based on the minimum wage requirement that was mandated. But now, obviously, with the cost of everything raising, from our salary and wages, our program supplies, our snacks and drinks, our school security, our facility rental, every part of our organization across all 11 public elementary schools that we hold this program at, put us at the point where we have to raise fees for next school year. So we're looking at a $20 increase across the board. So for instance, if you were doing 5 days a week, just for aftercare, you would be looking at $390. But as you go down, obviously, we offer the 4 days a week. We offer the 1 to 3 days a week. You can do just before, just after. Obviously, the best deal is if you are doing a combination of before and after. If anybody has any questions,
Yeah, does the
I'm here for that.
council, anybody from the council have questions?
These are, I'm sorry, yeah.
No.
These are, these prices are consistent with neighboring towns?
Our prices are lower than
Lower.
neighboring towns.
Way lower.
Like I know Marlborough and Sayreville is ones that we look at very closely. They both have privatized their operations to 2 separate organizations, and the prices of those, when you're looking at,
Privatizing,
our highest price of our combo, they're probably at least $100 to $125 cheaper here.
We're cheaper than.
We're cheaper than, yes.
Well, I think it's great how hard you try to keep the prices as reasonable as possible. You're always thinking about the residents and, you know, they're experiencing increases everywhere. But unfortunately, I think there is no, you know, you have to be reasonable about this. But I really think you take a lot of care.
Yeah, and we do have, since we're licensed by the state of New Jersey, there is CCS, which is a charity organization through the state of New Jersey. So you apply with them if you meet certain thresholds, since we're recognized as a licensed facility. If you're under those thresholds, they assist you in paying your fees.
And you make that known too,
Yes.
to the residents, so that they're aware if they do, you know, happen to fall in that, you know, window,
Yep.
that there is something to help them. So I think you guys go above and beyond trying to provide the best services for the least amount, you know, that you can do.
Yeah.
You know, anybody have a question? Anyone from that? No?
Can I
Okay,
just
I'll-
add one
Yep.
more quick thing? I'm sorry. I do want to note that the program is also offered on half-days for no
Yeah.
additional cost.
another good thing, yeah.
If you think about it, if there's a regular school day ends at, let's say, 3:15, they pay, you know, to have maybe somebody, it ends at 6 PM, so maybe somebody, one of the children is there till 6 PM, so that's 3 hours. But on a half-day, school ends at 1:15, and now they're there till 6, so, and there's no additional cost for that. So that's, I think it's important to note that that service is available.
Right, and one more thing, just to add on the timing and thing like that. Obviously, our before, if you're doing just before care, rather just after care, before care is cheaper, because we're providing 2 hours of service in the morning, where we provide 3 hours of service in the afternoon.
But it's so important, so many families, everyone works now, both parents, and they need to know there's a safe environment. I mean, I know my daughter pays for childcare, and this is, in comparison, a real bargain.
Yeah, across all of our sites, we're around 800 students that we assist
No,
every month.
yeah, that's great. Okay, I'm going to need a motion to open to the public.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilwoman DeCaro. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes, okay, we're now open to the public. Anyone in the public wish to be heard on this particular ordinance? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Garcia, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes. Thank you very much for all the input, and we really do appreciate all the hard work.
Thank you, council.
The motion to adopt.
Yep, now we're going to go to a motion to adopt it.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. I believe I got Councilman Garcia on the second. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Ordinance approved.
Okay, next will be our consent agenda. I'd like to get a motion in a second, and then we'll ask for separation.
Move it.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilwoman DeCaro. Councilwoman DeCaro, any items for separation?
Yes. C8?
C8. Councilman Desai, any items for separation? Councilman Garcia?
Yes, C4, please.
C4. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
And Council President Sohar?
No. Okay, so we'll go for the balance, less C4 and C8.
Okay. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes. Next will be C4, Councilman Garcia.
Yes, I was hoping Nicole could come up and explain this a little better to the public. I was reading, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of information.
Good evening, Mrs. Shapiro, how are you?
Good, thank you, Council. Ocean Boulevard is a great candidate for municipal aid. It was actually brought to my attention by Casey Lanning, our Director of Public Works, who explained to me that it was deteriorating quite rapidly. When I actually looked, years ago, we did get a local aid grant application to resurface the roadway. But in discovering that there's 20 feet of concrete base, that is probably why it's deteriorating so quickly. So at the suggestion of our DPW director, I had put together an application to meet the July 1st deadline, which at first I wanted to do the entire length of the roadway, basically from the end where it meets Route 35 to where the bridge is over to get into Monmouth County. However, the cost was a lot. When we submit applications to local aid, we usually get something around the range of like 600,000. When I did the entire length, it was something like 1.3, 1.4 million, because now we are reconstructing full depth of pavement for 20 feet wide. The road is 40 feet, and we would then just be resurfacing the shoulder sides of this, upgrading any signage, et cetera. When you get to the tail end or the southern end of the roadway, or really, if you want to consider it east end of the roadway, there is some guide rail up against the county park in that area where the basketball courts are. So we're going to be replacing that guide rail as well as doing the reconstruction of the roadway. So we're going to do the first part, and that's why I called it Phase 1. And then hopefully in 2026, we'll submit for the second part of it.
I think it's great. Those grants do so much for us, and the application process is a lot. And we thank you for all that hard work, right, Kevin?
Yes, how long is this phase one? How long will it take, do you know?
Well, if we get the grant, so now we probably wouldn't find out until November time period if we get the money. Once we get the money, we start on the design plans, specs and estimate, and we put it out to public bid. So I would guesstimate probably late summer of 2026, if we get the money in November.
Yeah, I thank you for what you do, of course, and everybody involved, because, it's a great thing that we do for the town. Every section gets, new roads, and this is stuff that's important to us. So I want to thank you for what you do. And, I'm sure Cliffwood residents, they thank you as well. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yep. Keeping an eye out for every area and every ward. Very appreciated. Thank you so much, Nicole. Do you want to make a motion, Kevin?
Yes, let's move.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Garcia, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Soha?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next will be C8. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes, thank you. So this is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of real estate taxes for various properties which were deleted from the tax rolls for 2025. And so really also just for public knowledge, what I understand is these all farmland assessed? I understand that there's a 2-year rollback when it changes use. Is that what's happening here, or am I completely off base?
No.
Okay, good. All right.
Good
Why don't you
evening.
explain it to me?
Good evening.
Dawn Swoboda, tax collector and CFO.
Yes, she's our CFO. So
This
we're-
is
She
a
knows.
standard resolution that we do every year around this time, right before tax billing. Pretty much, we have to bill, we can only bill what is in the assessor's tax duplicate for that year. So these are parcels, he creates new ones, some are renamed, subdivisions, and then some are deleted in the process of those. So it's not that these didn't necessarily go away, they got absorbed into another lot.
Okay.
But we
another
put preliminary billing on them last year when we sent out 24's bills, there was preliminary 25 billing on them, so that needs to be canceled.
Got it.
So, yes, all of these, it's not that we're losing them necessarily.
Change.
They absorbed into other existing lots or new lots.
Yeah, 'cause I saw the Q farm, so I was trying to research farmland and
Yeah,
that's why
a
I
lot
guess
of
I got
these
confused.
have to do with that, like the new development on Route 9, so that's why block and lots changed and everything. The
Right.
last two, I believe, are Woodhaven
Okay.
areas, same thing. As it
Yeah, the one by
develops,
Texas Road.
it changes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the taxes are there, they're just getting.
They're just getting
other
billed on
places.
another lot.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much, Dawn.
No problem.
Do I have a motion then?
Yes, I'll move it.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman DeCaro, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Roll call.
Thank you, Dawn.
Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Administrate a report of the township clerk.
Before we go any
sure.
further on that, mentioned at the beginning of the session, but I believe C19 and 21 were removed, just so if anybody was here in the public. That's all.
For that clarification, it's good people know exactly what's going on. Thank you. That's why you're here. Okay, next will be our township clerk report.
So I wanted to discuss the primary election and all the wonderful work that township employees who helped out on election night to bring back help log in and bring back all the returns from elections. What a great job they all did. We had people from Public Works, we had people from Parks and Rec, we had people from the tax collector's office, we had people from my office. I just wanted to let everybody know what a great job they did and how lucky we are to have the support of the administration and council who allows us to have these employees there at night to help get the returns back and everything back down to the county in a timely fashion. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone have a question or a comment? I would just like to say thank you to you as well, Kate. I think you did a very good job. It's not an easy job. It's crazy busy, and I think you handled it very well, and we appreciate all the time and effort that you put into it as well. I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say very good. It was a good job.
Yeah,
Do I
I
have-
would like
oh,
to say,
yeah, sure.
truthfully, when I came back in, I've been here on many nights, and there's chaos usually. It's very disorganized. Everyone was where they were supposed to be. It was well-organized, very coordinated, and kudos and compliments to you and to everyone
Staff, yep.
involved, the staff. Thank you very much.
All right, great, very good. All right, do I have a motion to accept her report?
Move it.
Okay,
Second.
all right.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilwoman DeCaro. Roll call. Councilwoman DeCaro,
Yes.
Councilman Desai,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, and Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Report accepted.
Okay. Township Attorney, do you have a report, sir?
Not at this time, thank you.
Okay, and administrative report. Anna?
Thank you. Police Department accepting applications for full-time police officers. The Old Bridge Police Department is currently accepting applications for certified New Jersey sworn police officers for full-time police officer positions. Interested candidates are encouraged to review the minimum eligibility requirements on our website. To obtain an application and for further information, please contact the Police Department at 732-721-5600, extension 3412, or extension 3434. Awarding contract for Department of Public Works ADA and security upgrades. On Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, at 11 a.m., 2 bids were received and opened for the Department of Public Works ADA and security upgrades, with Nella Carpentry and Masonry being the lowest qualified bidder. The work will consist of minor demolition and construction of an ADA-compliant vestibule area for customer transactions and to provide additional security for staff. The duration of the project shall be 90 calendar days. Estimated third quarter tax bills. Estimated third quarter tax bills will be mailed out on or about June 25th, 2025. The estimated bill is the only tax bill you will receive for the 8/1/25 tax payment. To avoid interest charges, all payments must be received on or before August 11, 2025. The 2025 final 2026 preliminary tax bill will be processed as soon as The 2025 final tax rates have been certified. For additional information, residents should contact the Division of Tax Collection at 732-721-5600, extension 2999. I do have one additional item for you all. New traffic pattern at Spring Hill Road and Old Mill Road. On Sunday, June 29, 2025, at 8 a.m., Middlesex County contractors will be mobilizing to implement stop signs with supporting traffic striping and advanced warning signage on Spring Hill Road at its intersection with Old Mill Road. This will create a true four-way all-stop intersection. Please use caution when approaching this intersection while our residents and visitors become acquainted with this new traffic pattern. We will be working with the police department to make sure that we have additional police in that area to make sure that the traffic patterns are observed. It is going to be a little bit of an adjustment. For our residents that live here, that use that road, it'll be easier, but obviously for people who may not be familiar with the area, it will take a little bit of time. So we're excited this is being implemented. We appreciate the county engineering department, our own engineering department for really working on this and implementing this as quickly as they did. We are finalizing the plans as well for the Marlboro Road and Southwood Drive three-way stop intersection as well. So that will be coming into fruition in the coming weeks as well. This one was really something we wanted to take care of right away with the increased traffic in that area. So any questions, you can reach out to my office or to engineering. And please, we'll be posting all over social media and our website later this week to advise everybody of this traffic pattern.
Well, thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions or comments for Anna? No? Okay, hopefully the stop signs will help over in that area. Okay, do I have a motion to accept?
I'll move it.
Okay, move and second.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli. And, I'm sorry, did you motion? Decide.
Mr.
Councilman
Desai.
Desai motion,
Yep, and Dr. Greenberg.
and Dr. Greenberg
Yep.
second. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes. Thank you, Anna. Okay, next will be, public comment on any subject matter for a maximum period of 3 minutes.
So we're going to take a motion to open to the public?
You're going to first preamble what
The
is
public
required.
the public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or items in the consent agenda. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker has finished with their allotted time. Should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. Township clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of your meeting. As you approach the microphone, please state your name, no addresses.
Okay, I need a motion to open to public.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli. Yes. And Council President Sohar.
Yes, okay, it's now open to the public. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard this evening on any topic? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli. Yes. Council President Sohar.
Yes, the public session is now closed, and I will go to council comments.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes, thank you, Kate. I don't always get to go to all of the grand openings that we have, but I was able to attend the one, and I'm proud that I can say it. I had to learn how to say it. It's Vucheria, the new garden farm type show. What is it? It's a Italian market, I know, I'm sorry. I know I said that wrong. It's a new Italian market. Anyway, it was very good. I was just very happy that I learned how to say the word, vucceria, right? And it was really very nice, and I wish them well. I spoke to the owner, and he said he's very open to working with the community, which is always very good. You know, the more community-based businesses that we have in Old Bridge, the better for all of us. So, you know, I just wanted to make mention of that. So go check them out. And that's it. I just want to also say congratulations to the Old Bridge High School seniors on their graduation. And always a great time. This is a wonderful time of year for the graduates, their prom, you know, all good things. But I also wish them to stay safe this summer and, you know, practice safe driving and all of those things that they need to do. And I hope everyone has a wonderful summer. Thank you.
Councilman Desai.
Good evening. I was just reviewing some history of Old Bridge. We are originally Madison Township. In November of 1975, there was a referendum passed to change from Madison Township to Old Bridge Township. So we are approaching 58th year anniversary on January 1st, 2026. That was the day before 50 years, in 1976, Old Bridge Township came in effect. It was Madison Township. There is only one elected official is still living, Bill Flynn, who was the last mayor of Madison Township and the first mayor of Old Bridge Township. This is just, I dig out some history, and I want my fellow council people and requesting we should have some kind of a small celebration, at least that it is 50th anniversary of Old Bridge Township. So everybody can check out. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but this is what I found out, that referendum was held in November general election in 1975. Thank you.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to start off by offering my condolences to Officer Andrew Paterick. I know he's such a young man, and it's so unfortunate. So really, my condolences to the officer and his family. Mike Petshower, OEM coordinator. That man's been so busy. He's been so busy. He probably never sleeps. I get all these emails and emails, texts, everything from him. I just want to thank him for all the job he does. He does it very well. And the officers, I know you guys have been busy. You guys have been busy for the past week or so. I mean, not that you're always busy, but a little more lately, it seems like. So, Mike, I thank you. I know you're probably listening somewhere. And it's one more thing. We're having our annual Saltwater Day celebration. It's going to be on August 9th from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock with a rain date of August 10th down to Lawrence Harbor Beachfront. The event will feature rides, games, food, vendors, music, entertainment, fireworks, and much more for the whole community to enjoy. The Lawrence Harbor Fire Department will once again be sponsoring their beer garden. We will have shuttle buses running all day and night during the event hours. Information for vendors, food trucks, and for those interested in participating in the event can be found at oldbridge.com/recreation. You can also call the Parks and Recreation Department at 732-721-5600, extension 4999 for more information. Come out and enjoy a great day for all. Can't wait to see you all down at the beach. I don't go on Facebook much, and people have been asking me for the past month or so, why is this event canceled? I couldn't understand. So I want to thank everybody involved for making sure it wasn't canceled. I don't know where the information comes from. I always say, if you want real information, I'm the Ward 1 Councilman, kgarcia@allbridge.com. I'll get you the real information. So again, it's August 9th from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock at the beachfront. And everybody have a happy and safe 4th of July. That's all. Thank you.
Can I add something? I'm sorry, just to Kevin's point. We became aware in early May that the county, who in the past, not in any kind of written form, had been involved with the with Saltwater Day in some kind of capacity. That capacity was by providing us the stage for the band as well as paying for the band. That was all handled through Lawrence Harbor First Aid, as this is a collaborative community event. So last year, the county, in doing an analysis of everything they were putting out there, didn't realize that there was not a formalized agreement in place, and I had been speaking with John Carroll, who's the business administrator equivalent at the county, recently about this, and they don't want to pull the rug from under us. There was no way we were canceling this. This was just, hey, we won't be able to provide you the band and the stage anymore, but we're still going to provide you beach staff to help out and things like that. So I just want to make that clear to Councilman Garcia's point. There was never an intent to cancel this, and we already have our stage set. We have our permits in place. We're working on booking our band, so we're very excited to bring this back again this year.
So, and was it put out there that it was canceled? Who put that out there?
I'm not on Facebook very much, but apparently it was brought to my attention, which I thought it was important that it was. Somebody sent me a post recently and asking me. We also had our fire chief down at Lawrence Harbor reach out to our offices, to my office and the recreation office, saying, hey, why is this canceled? And
So here we
not
go
sure
again.
why. And again, may have been from the rumblings of the county just pulling back some of their involvement, but still helping us, so we keep it in mind.
Whoever did that is so irresponsible.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure we put out the right information and reiterate that this is very much happening. And what we did this year that we haven't done in the past, you'll notice, is that we added a rain date. Because that has created a lot of confusion in the past, and unfortunately, I think the last 3 out of the 4 we have had rain.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
and we've struggled to find a last-minute date that worked for everybody. By having a rain date not only available, but also the next day, vendors can really plan. All right, that weekend I'm booked with Old Bridge. Let me not book another gig or another event, versus if we do it August 9th and then we rain date August 22nd, vendors are not like, well, I'm not going to book 2 dates just in case, because now they're losing out. So I think us being proactive and having a rain date available, and we'll do the same for Old Bridge Day this year too. I just think it's smart to do so that way everybody can really plan accordingly and be better prepared. And that way we don't have the possibility of having to cancel these events because we can't find a date that works for everybody.
Right. Well, thank you for doing that, and thank you, Kevin, you're right. If you have a problem, not a problem, a question, you can always ask him about it. I mean, not take it from some Facebook page, some person putting out some misinformation. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't go on Facebook much, but when I do, it's to put something out there. I don't look at it. I think it's all garbage, but I hate to say it like that. But yeah, if you just get a hold of me. Like I said, kgarcia@allbridge.com. I'm always available. I'm always on my phone. You give me a text or an email, I'm answering within minutes. If I don't have the answer, somebody up here is getting my memo. I mean, these guys get it from me all the time. Somebody gets it all, and literally within minutes. I like to have a paper trail. I always ask everybody to email me. I love a paper trail, because that way they can't say I never got back to them or so on and so forth. So that's all. Thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes, congratulations to all the graduates. Best wishes with your future endeavors. Have a fun and safe summer. I know that the St. Ambrose Carnival is starting tonight, so I hope if you bring your family over there, kids, enjoy it and be safe. It's so nice to see the excitement and enthusiasm of all our Special Olympics athletes tonight. We're so proud of all of them. And it is a sad time when we lose an officer so young, and so I hope, we keep them in our prayers. And also, please pray for world peace. It's a very difficult time now in the world, and stay cool and check on your neighbors during these times. All right? Thank you. Have fun.
Council President Sohar.
Yeah, I just want to reach out and say thank you to Karen Lewicki again and her whole staff that she has, the crew. They're great, and what a wonderful, what they provide for those children is just phenomenal. And I'm very proud that we here in Old Bridge are so supportive of those programs. I'd like to also thank everyone in administration, the departments, for what went on during this power outage. I know myself personally, I was out for 2 days almost, and it's very frustrating. But I think you guys did a wonderful job in communicating with all of us, letting the residents know what was going on, providing that there was ice and there was, water available, anything that they could do to help support, which I think is what we really look for in an administration in a township, when they remain calm. Well, Mike isn't always calm, but when they remain calm and they let you know that everything is okay and what resources are available to you. So that's very important. I hope everybody has really, congratulations to I can't believe another year of school for everybody, the graduates, and everybody just really have a very happy and safe 4th of July. Thank you.
So we're going to enter into closed session for CBA, USWU, IUJAT, Local 250, don't ask me what that all means, but Local 255 MOA 2025 through 2028, and a litigation matter regarding affordable housing. We will reconvene in open session after we're done in executive session to take care of a matter that needs to be taken care of in open session. And our affordable housing attorney will be joining us, Mr. Joe Sordillo, in executive
It's a
session.
pillow and a blanket tonight. Okay, so do we have a motion?
Move it. Second.
Okay.
Whatever. Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
9:01. Need a motion to reconvene in open session, please?
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman DeCaro. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
So we have the resolution approving and ratifying the memorandum of agreement by and between the Township of Woolbridge and CBA USWU IUJAT Local 255 for the years 2025 through 2028. Seriously, does anybody know what that stands for?
Move it.
Motion by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Desai. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Garcia. Roll call, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned at, what time is that, 9:51? Yeah.
2 hours too late.